My fellow Burkinab, this is our homeland, and it is our responsibility to keep it clean. Let us unite, pick up our brooms, and transform our country into a place we are proud to call home. An extraordinary event unfolded in Burkina Faso. Without foreign aid, without grand announcements, and without global attention, thousands of citizens came together to clean their nation. It was not a protest or a political campaign, but a heartfelt act of care for their communities. It all started with a simple call from President Ibrahim Traoré. He did not hold a lavish press conference or launch an elaborate government program. Instead, he humbly asked the people of Burkina Faso to take ownership of their surroundings. Leading by example, he swept streets alongside ordinary citizens in Ouagadougou, the capital. There were no international cameras or foreign journalists documenting the effort. The message was clear. This is our country, and we must care for it ourselves. This message spread rapidly, from bustling cities to remote villages. People did not wait for funding or detailed instructions. They grabbed brooms, shovels, wheelbarrows, gloves, and buckets and got to work. Approximately 15,000 Burkinab participated, not out of obligation, but out of a shared desire to improve their home. This was not a one-day event, but a 7-day movement called the National Sanitation Week. Schools, markets, hospitals, roads, and neighborhoods were cleaned across the nation. No foreign organizations led the effort. No one was paid, and no soldiers enforced participation. It was entirely voluntary and nationwide. This story is verified by credible sources, official reports, and the lived experiences of those involved. It is not fiction or exaggeration, but a testament to a nation taking pride in itself. If you believe in an Africa that solves its own problems, share this story. Let us tell the true story of Burkina Faso together. The movement began with President Ibrahim Traoré's straightforward request. He made no grand television appearance or promised rewards. He simply urged citizens to clean their communities, emphasizing it as their duty. In Ouagadougou, he was seen sweeping streets and picking up trash alongside regular citizens, without bodyguards or fanfare. His actions sent a powerful message. If the president could clean, so could everyone. This was not about gaining international recognition. No global news outlets followed him, and no foreign reporters wrote stories. It was about Burkina Faso taking responsibility for itself. The president's example inspired immediate action. From urban centers to rural villages, people organized themselves. Neighbors rallied neighbors, community leaders spread the word, and youth shared the message with friends. Within days, entire towns were mobilized, buzzing with enthusiasm for the cleanup. This was the start of a movement driven by collective responsibility, not money or fame. For 7 days, Burkina Faso became a nation of action. The National Sanitation Week saw 15,000 people working together to clean their country. They used simple tools, brooms, shovels, buckets, and their hands. From Ouagadougou to smaller towns like Manga, Dori, Tenkadogo, and Gawa, everyone contributed. In the capital, public roads and bus stations were cleared of years of accumulated trash. In Bobo Dioulasso, the second largest city, alleyways choked with garbage were cleaned. In rural villages, communities tidied streets, markets, and public spaces. This was a massive, inclusive effort. Men and women, young and old, rich and poor, worked side by side. Even soldiers participated, not as enforcers, but as citizens helping their neighbors. No one was coerced. Participation was driven by a shared vision of a cleaner Burkina Faso. It was a movement by the people. For the people. Schools across Burkina Faso saw significant changes. Teachers and students collaborated to clean classrooms, schoolyards, and even toilets. In some schools, classes ended early to allow everyone to participate. Students swept floors, wiped desks, and cleared playgrounds, while teachers scrubbed windows and entrances. Parents, inspired by the effort, joined in, bringing buckets of water to wash floors. In Zinyar, a neglected school was transformed. Students, teachers, and parents swept classrooms, cleared the yard, and planted trees to beautify the grounds. By the end of the week, the school felt revitalized. Teachers reported higher student attendance, not because children suddenly loved studying, but because the clean, welcoming environment made school more inviting. Parents took pride in sending their children to tidy spaces. The cleanup gave students better places to learn and grow. Hospitals and clinics also benefited. Nurses and doctors helped clean walkways, clear trash, and tidy compounds. In Kudugu, nurses and patients worked together to clean a clinic's courtyard, making it safer and more accessible. Volunteers removed years of accumulated debris, reducing flies and bad odors. In rural areas, health workers noted fewer cases of illnesses like diarrhea, linked to improved sanitation. While no formal studies were conducted, the changes were evident to those on the ground. Patients felt more comfortable visiting cleaner facilities, and staff took pride in their workplaces. In P, a local health post was cleared of plastic bags, broken bottles, and other debris. Nurses reported a safer, fresher environment, improving the experience for both patients and staff. These small changes had a profound impact on communities. Markets, vital to Burkina Faso's communities, were transformed. Traders paused their work to clean stalls and walkways. In Bobo-Dioulasso, alleyways blocked by garbage were cleared. In Kaya, young people cleaned the main bus station, improving access for travelers. In Zorgo, villagers tidied the area around a community health post. In Wahiguya, market traders removed old food scraps and plastic bags, making the market cleaner than it had been in years. Traders reported increased pride in their work, and customers found shopping more pleasant. Roads and drainage systems were also addressed. Clogged drains, which caused flooding during rains, were cleared by hand. In Wahiguya, volunteers unclogged a drainage canal, allowing water to flow freely and making streets safer. These efforts improved daily life, making markets, roads, and bus stations cleaner and more functional. What made this cleanup unique was its grassroots nature. No foreign organizations were involved, no one was paid, and no consultants directed the effort. It was entirely voluntary, driven by a belief in a cleaner Burkina Faso. For years, many believed progress required foreign aid or expertise. This cleanup proved otherwise. It showed that change could start with ordinary people using simple tools. In mosques and churches, leaders framed the cleanup as a moral duty to care for the land. Elders recalled times when communities worked together without external prompting, and this effort rekindled that spirit. It was about pride in their country and what they could achieve together. The National Sanitation Week did more than clean streets. It changed how people lived. Cleaner clinics reduced health risks. Tidier markets boosted trader pride, and improved schools increased attendance. The cleanup also shifted mindsets. People realized they could drive change without waiting for external help. It empowered them to take control of their future. The government recognized the success and established Journée to celebrate a monthly National Sanitation Day. Communities embraced it, organizing regular cleanups. Schools incorporated cleaning into schedules, markets formed sanitation committees, and neighborhoods like the Clean Street Sisters in Ouagadougou took pride in maintaining tidy streets. This became a culture of responsibility, a habit woven into daily life. Burkina Faso's cleanup was not part of a global campaign. It was a local initiative, free of foreign logos or press releases. It showed what 15,000 people could achieve in 7 days with just brooms and determination. This story is a lesson for Africa and beyond. Change can start with simple actions. It does not require big budgets or foreign expertise, just a collective will to act. The National Sanitation Week was about dignity, unity, and self-reliance. It proved that progress is not always about grand projects or international aid. Sometimes it starts with ordinary people, a broom, and a shared purpose. Burkina Faso's people showed the world what is possible when a nation takes responsibility for its own future.